Sergei Viktorovich, good evening. This is an urgent stream as I need to ask you to comment on unprecedented event. There is no better person than you to make comments on Putin's recent speech. Though I'm not sure if we could call it a speech. You know, as a friend who knew Putin for over 32 years, I want to ask you what you can say about him based on his body language, mimics, position at the table, for his fingers, for his eyes. Good day and congratulations to all Orthodox Christians on celebration of Nativity of Virgin Mary. Special thanks to Pussy Riot who asked for something in Christ Savior Catholic Cathedral. I guess their prayers were answered. Let's start with his body language. This is not the first time that he looks strange. How? Firstly, as I mentioned many times before, he is not a confident person and never make decision by himself. About his health, I'm not a doctor to make any conclusions, but that his suppressed look obviously talks about his nervousness. Let's say it wasn't this speech to Federal Assembly. By all means, it was a life-changing, crucial decision, which was not made by Putin, but by people surrounding him. Let's call it mini political committee, which consists of tribes. There is a tribe of money, tribe of security forces, tribe of a war. There are many of them, not just two. I would classify three major tribes: tribe of money, tribe of a war, and tribe of money and the war. Would you mind to call some names of members of such mini political committee? Of course, considering a war in Ukraine, first come Patrushev, Shoigu, Bortnikov. This is a block of a war. They link their lives with this war. Even Putin is among them, but for them it's a job as well. Another category would be Igor Sechin, who is forgotten by mistake. I should remind you that Sechin is the one and only closest person to Putin. Even better than Kovalchuk? It's a good question. No, Sechin is closer. Sechin, he is with Putin every single day, and he's ready 24/7 assist him. Kovalchuk cannot do that. Plus, all those people, Co-op Ozero and Bank Russia, they all are in past. Of course, Kovalchuk was responsible for economy bloc, relations with geopolitical relations with East, with China. But Sechin participated in those matters from the very beginning. I recall he initiated the whole project with Venezuela. Let's not underestimate his role. Just because Sechin is hiding behind his post as a director of oil company, it doesn't change his influence. So this mini political committee has many people. You wouldn't believe, but even guys like Rothenberg, who was a physical instructor in school, and many others like him, it is what it is. Many financiers, Gazprom Bank, Kovalchuk surroundings, the same Kostin, block, economical block from inside infrastructure, Nabiulina, Kazaki, Medvedev, and so on. Now, Sergei Viktorovich, looking at Putin, what do you think is going on in his head? I many times said that he is fatalist, and plus he doesn't like to act, make decisions, so it shows that he is torn apart in between those tribes. Because there is no other chances, no way to escape. Some choices should be made. He's tired. He's nervous. If you ever seen him on streams with public, when he was joking and fooling around, this is his style. And today's urgent mojo stand up and fight was never his genre. It's difficult to perform unknown. So, from my point of view, I had a quick look on his so-called speech. He looks like he is tired of life. I communicated a lot with him, and I can imagine his state of mind. He looked like this at times of very hard decisions. I've seen him like this at 4 in the morning in the kitchen of his chalet. Nervous, suppressed, angry, aggressive, at the same time lost. Not often, but it's not like first time. I'm not going to lie, I observed it many times. I noticed 3 major subjects in his speech. First, we have partial mobilization in Russia. Second, Russia is going to organize referendum on occupied territories. And the third one, after those territories join Russia, then you bastards try to invade, we will use nuclear weapon. Did you hear the same message? We should memorize this day. It's an important announcement. In sense, it is a historical day. You probably remember in 1944 in April, when Allies opened Second Front. So I would say it's the same opening of a second front. They're in a war with Ukraine. Okay. They're in a war with Western world and NATO. And the third front is a war would be against its own people. People were very supportive on annexation of Crimea, but nobody was ready to fight and go literally to a war. Others from prison who don't care what to do just to avoid to serve a sentence for 25 years, they don't mind adventure as long as it's not a hunger strike. That's an expression from prison. Of course, they're not a professional military. And this is an advantage to Ukraine. Today, he basically announced a war with NATO. You're right what you just said. He declared those territories our own, and if something happened, it is a war. Next step would be a war with anyone who is against us. For now, it's warning. But Western world and NATO take it very seriously. Nobody will hesitate anymore. And it's not a question of a war for gas. Everything is changed. To my mind, after we saw fires in military offices, because we are not talking about mercenaries, but regular men, Putin declared a war to his own people, yeah. They say they plan to mobilize 300,000 people. I wouldn't even comment on their useful qualities or combat power. It's clear that it's a cannon fodder, it's a gun meat. Even Putin understands it. He's not military, but he still somehow could get it.